Hey, ladies. Welcome to today's show. It is officially Small Business Saturday, and I have an unpopular opinion about the ownership or lack thereof of Club Shay. So, we're going to start our 90-second timer, give some people a chance to come in. Don't forget to like the video, select replay if you are listening to the replay, and we'll meet you on the other side of the 90-second intro. Welcome to Black Women Making Money. We are the home of the upwardly mobile Black woman. For exclusive content and invitations to our Inner Circle Zoom meetings, which happen on a monthly basis, you can sign up for free for our email newsletter at bwmakingmoney.com. That's bwmakingmoney.com. Happy Small Business Saturday to all of my ladies here. We're not going to be here too long this morning because on Small Business Saturday, we actually focus on making our coins from either our part-time businesses or our full-time businesses. But I do have an unpopular opinion based on a conversation I had yesterday. It shifted some of my thoughts with regards to the ownership of Club Shay. And I think that it's important for us to have this conversation as upwardly mobile Black women. Some of the things may surprise you that I'm going to say today, but there is a very big lesson with regards to Shannon Sharpe and his ownership of Club Shay. So first of all, if you don't know who Shannon Sharpe is, if you don't know what Club Shay is, you probably are living under a very good rock because you haven't been on social media. But he was, of course, the one who broke the internet at the beginning of the year with the whole Cat Williams interview. And to tell you the truth, I had no clue who Shannon Sharpe was until the Cat Williams interview. I never watched the Cat Williams interview. I just watched a couple of clips on YouTube, got the gist of it. And of course, now Club Shay is must-watch viewing for anybody who wants to see what kind of beef celebrities are having with each other. But there is a lesson that we, as upwardly mobile business owners, can learn from the fact that Shannon Sharpe, who is a multimillionaire, does not own Club Shay. So Rana is in the building. Hello to you, Rana. Hello, baby girl T, saying you finally caught alive. Glad to see you here today. Tiff is in the building. Torian Dreams is here saying good morning. Tiff is saying, really? He doesn't own it? No, ma'am, he does not own Club Shay. It's a room with some camera set up. I know, right? In a podcast, like anybody could do a podcast, especially a multimillionaire. You can buy the microphones, set up the soundproof room, set up some couches, and get a Spreaker account and have the podcast streamed all over the place. So yes, but no, he doesn't own it, and we're going to show the article from the Hollywood Reporter talking about this. Turn Drew saying, "I agree. How can you not own a YouTube channel? I know, right?" True Mystique is saying it's a male gossip channel. Monique was on there. I would imagine that there are going to be more than just men gossiping on that channel. But good morning to you, True Mystique. Rana's saying it's interesting. True Mystique is saying that's a shame. But most don't own their YouTube channels, which is surprising to me. A YouTube channel is free, right? Um, but he doesn't at least own the rights. Shameful. So he may own some of the rights. We're going to read the article with regards to this. So you all have a lot to say in here this morning. This reminds me of Nick Cannon, exactly, that we all thought he owned. What was Nick Cannon's show on MTV? And lo and behold, if you say anything out of line, all of us, if a person says anything out of line, all of a sudden you discover what they own and what they don't own, including Kanye West. Including Kanye West. Yeah. So, True Mystique is saying this mostly men. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Kingle, think I've seen you before. What's the point of this live? Well, you're going to have to sit back and watch. And Shar, I haven't seen you in a minute, but thank you so much for being here on Small Business Saturday, saying that, yes, if everybody can sign up on our email list for the exclusive content on our channel. Okay, so I have an unpopular opinion about the fact that Shannon Sharpe doesn't own Club Shay, and what we as upwardly mobile Black women can learn from this, right? It's not what a lot of other people are thinking. So, first of all, let's read from the Hollywood Reporter. This is from August 2023, saying that Shannon Sharpe is bringing his podcast, Club Shay, to a group called The Volume in a new exclusive deal. The NFL player and former host of FS1's Undisputed, which my understanding was that was a very popular show on Fox Sports, is going to work with a gentleman named Colin Cowherd to develop new content. So this was August 2023 that this deal was published, right? NFL Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe has found a new home for his popular podcast, Club Shay, in The Volume. In addition to moving his podcast to The Volume, the digital network and podcasting hub founded by sports host Colin Cowherd, Sharpe's company, Shay Media, will jointly produce new programming with the network. The news comes after Sharpe's exit from Undisputed on Fox News in June, which had put his podcast back on the market. And he's saying here he was excited to partner with his friend, Colin Cowherd, which my understanding is Colin Cowherd also worked at Fox Sports, and the creative team at The Volume. The Volume has built an amazing platform that is the right fit for Shay Media to reach the next level. To help Shay Media reach the next level. That includes developing new shows and bringing on new talent under the Shay Media brand. So, yes, ladies, it is true that Shannon Sharpe has this company called Shay Media, and Shay Media is under this bigger brand called The Volume. So then I got a little more interested in who Colin Cowherd is, right? And this is from Inside Radio. And this is in an article from October 2023. So this came out after Shannon Sharpe and Colin Cowherd announced their deal, a couple of months after. Investors are interested in the sports podcast network, The Volume, right? So we're saying here, The Volume, the podcast network that sports radio personality Colin Cowherd launched 2 years ago with iHeartMedia. So now iHeartMedia has Charlemagne the God and the political content. They have this, etc. So iHeartMedia is trying to go up against Spotify with Joe Rogan and all of them, right? Okay, great. They are reportedly attracting investor interest. Fox Office Sports quotes unnamed sources who say at least three private equity firms have approached Cowherd about taking a stake in the podcast startup or buying it outright. So a lot of money is starting to be assembled with regards to launching sports podcasts. Okay, let's keep going. Cowherd said, I am not looking to sell it. So that's the first thing he said. No, this is mine. I own it. I'm not interested in selling it. He may give them a couple of shares, but he's not going to sell it, right? At least this is what he's saying. But he confirmed that he has had conversations with a couple of banks and with the investment bank Liontree. He says, listen to this, ladies, listen to this. I feel very strongly about what we're worth. It's over $100 million. So this was before Cat Williams. He felt that his media brand was worth over $100 million, right? Okay. It's saying here, the sports-focused The Volume offers a slate of podcasts, including the Colin Cowherd podcast, a Cowherd hosted 3 times a week show. It also features about 20 additional podcasts. The Volume reported having 639 million downloads since it launched. So this guy is building a media empire here, right? Okay. If Cowherd were to do a deal, he would join a success of sports content creators that have cashed in on investor interests. Spotify paid $200 million to buy The Ringer from Bill Simmons in 2020, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I don't think we need to read any more of this. I was just very interested in you all knowing that this gentleman here, who owns Club Shay and several other podcasts, said in October 2023, he thinks his business is worth $100 million. So let's come back to Shannon Sharpe and let's have a conversation about a little unpopular opinion that I have. Before I share my unpopular opinion, let me read some of your comments here. True Mystique is saying, I'm sorry, but still can't get over a grown man calling himself Shay. I agree with that. I agree. T is in the building saying Fox has had a lot of Black community attention with these podcasts and Tubi. That is very true. So this is a way for them to gather resources from us and divert it other places. Absolutely agree. Shannon still didn't believe he could do it by himself. Turns out he could have. Now he's missing out on millions and potentially billions over time. That is absolutely the case. That is absolutely the case. So, because Shannon Sharpe, I wonder how much Shannon Sharpe is worth. Let's see here. Let's come here to Shannon Sharpe net worth. And of course, I only believe these things so much. Oh, they're only saying he's worth $14 million. That's very interesting. Very interesting. I thought he would have been worth more money. But this is saying he's only, I shouldn't say only worth 14 million, but I have to. He's only worth 14 million. But he still could have started his own podcast. He still could have reached out to Cat Williams. He still could have gotten that individual, gotten Cat Williams to come himself, because Shannon Sharpe was already like very well known, right? It was doing numbers before Cat, but Cat propelled him to virality. That's true. And people are saying that Cat Williams interview brought in $1 million, just one interview. That didn't include all of the little clips that they had on their channel, people talking about it, etc. So I thought the whole point of Leaving Undisputed was to have control of his thoughts and words. Yeah. What is Colin doing that Shannon cannot? Well, apparently Colin is able to get a deal with iHeartMedia. So this is my unpopular opinion about this. And I would need to know a little bit more about Shannon Sharpe and Club Shay and like hear an interview with him with regards to why he decided to partner with Colin Cowherd. But ladies, since this is Small Business Saturday, I want us to think about something here. One of the reasons why I joined the company that I joined, and I'm 100% commission as a mortgage loan officer, but I decided instead of doing something on my own, doing something by myself, I decided to join a team. And the team is going to be able to propel me places that I would not be able to do individually, right? I was on a Google Meet yesterday with our team members, and one of the gentlemen who is successful in the business, he's a realtor. He said, "Yeah, I could make more money per transaction on my own. I could have a higher commission on my own. But the reason why I joined this team is because I make more money doing less work by joining the team, right? He makes more money overall than if he were on his own." The question that we have on this Small Business Saturday, not for Shannon Sharpe, but for you, is as you are starting and growing your businesses, should you join a team? Should you join a team? Is a team going to help you grow and go places that you cannot do on your own? Now, personally, I don't think Shannon Sharpe needed the volume. I don't think Shannon Sharpe needed Colin Cowherd. I don't see where Colin Cowherd would be able to add things to Club Shay and to Shannon Sharpe that he didn't have on his own or he did not have access to. I don't see that. But perhaps he felt like he needed the lift. Perhaps he felt like he needed the boost, you know, whatever it is. Um, I do think that this is very interesting, though, that he doesn't own Club Shay or he owns Shay Media, but who knows if he owns the trademark Club Shay, right? Who knows what percentage of the podcast revenues he's ultimately going to get? I think this is a very interesting thing, especially because so many people within the Black community complain about the fact that we don't have ownership. We don't have ownership. So this is an interesting thing. I'm going to read your comments, and then I'm actually going to head out of here because my family is up and we actually have a project that we're going to be working on today. So going back to Tori and Dream's question about what is Colin doing that Shannon couldn't, I don't know. I don't know because it can't be distribution because it's a podcast. You can like get distribution. Maybe it was an infusion of capital. I'm saying he's quote unquote only worth $14 million. But the truth is, Shannon Sharpe, with how influential he is and was even August 2023, he could have gotten interns to work for him or even paid staff members, you know, and still could have run his podcast. So I don't know. I don't know. Tia saying he just posted he made around 22 million in his NFL career. He said the Cap interview brought in more than he made in an NFL season. Really? Really? Oh, wow. The power of Black media. But then he has to share what percentage of that with Colin Cowherd. He has to share what percentage of that with iHeartMedia. Hmm, interesting. Goals Begin is here. I had never heard of Club Shay Shay before the cat interview, and I am not really in the know. So that interview really did have a huge impact. Yeah, I agree with you. I had not heard of Club Shay Shay either. Um, Shannon already had the social connections. He already did. He already did. Bless is saying, wow. And T is saying, partnership over ownership. Yeah. So, in some instances, ladies, since we're doing Small Business Saturday, in some instances, partnership makes sense. This is what I'm saying to you. As people are having these conversations about Shannon Sharpe not owning Club Shay Shay, don't let that scare you individually from partnership, and you can be a part owner in something, right? But don't let that scare you from joining a team that can help your business grow and get to the next level. And then as you're making money, taking those revenues and investing them in real estate, investing them in the stock market. And look, I should say that this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Talk to your accountant, financial advisor, and CPA. But if you have, for example, a part-time business that you start and you're able to make $60,000 a year, that's $5,000 a month from that part-time business, and you're able to take a portion of that money and put it into buying investment properties. I have a client right now, we're closing on her loan on the 22nd. She is buying an assisted living facility, right? So we can take the money that we're making as upwardly mobile Black women and we can funnel it into investments. We can funnel it into real estate. We can funnel it into the stock market. Maybe you want to learn from Diamond Dave how to do options. Again, this is not financial advice. Talk to your licensed professional, right? But we need to get in the mindset with regards to when we need to team up with people and then when we need to own the whole thing 100% ourselves. That's just the point that I want to make from today's live here. So Rana's saying, wow, that's a lot of money. Yeah, $22 million. $22 million. But he's still worth 14 million. So that's not so bad. Like there's a lot of guys who run through hundreds of millions of dollars. So that is it. That's what I want to talk about today. Don't forget to like the video on your way out. Hope you have a blessed Small Business Saturday, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.